Two Jews, both big and tall, no subject too small for the good guys. A Mother's Dream premium podcast team, make it your weekly routine, it's a Good Guys. And if you don't give us 5 stars, what are you nuts? What are you nuts? Yeah, we're the good guys, we're not the great guys, we're just the good guys. Whoa.
Mazel Morons, welcome back to the Good Guys podcast.
Josh, I was just scrolling Instagram, and I think it's important for you to know that John Stamos just posted a naked selfie in front of the mirror.
Is this, was it a mistake?
No, it wasn't like, look, you can't see his penis. You can see the cuts to his penis, and all I have to say, yeah. Like, this is a thirst trap from your boy. This is a thirst trap.
Oof.
And
you know what? It's only at 16,000 likes in 2 hours. I know that kills him.
It's a thirst trap. And here, let me first say, if I had his body at any age, I still wouldn't do that. Right? Like, what is he? Who is he? Harry Jousey? He's John Stamos. What the hell?
It's, yeah. I think those hip lines.
I was like, what? What is this?
I can't stop looking. Wow.
I also can't stop. Like, so John's 64.
63.
Which, by the way, looks amazing.
Amazing.
Okay. Versus my dad, 67, just got back from Cambodia. Let me tell you, these are two completely different people from physical fitness. Or from Thailand. Josh, their trip has ended. Their march is over. My parents are back in the United States.
The pilgrimage has returned.
The pilgrimage has returned. They came back with wounds. My mother walked into a sliding glass door, busted her eye. She is black and blue, like a sailor's wife. You've never seen anything like this. People, apparently, they were asking her, or they were just like walking by my mom and my dad, my mom with her black eye, pointing to her, pointing to my dad, and going, and pointing back and forth, because I guess they thought it was funny that they thought that he hit her, because I guess that's the culture in Cambodia. I have no idea. And my dad was unattended for 1 minute, stepped in a pothole. He's fine. But 1 minute they took eyes off him. He almost twisted his ankle, but he's okay. And they tell me, Josh, they had the trip of a lifetime. That if you want to see the Vietnam, Cambodia, and Thailand, the Soffers tore it up.
And Korea.
North.
You'd never get over Pyongyang, Benjamin. All I have to say is Pyong gang gang. Because let me tell you, the level of hospitality, we were never alone.
I told you the story, or I said it on the podcast already about the blind masseuse.
No.
Oh my God. So apparently there's an attraction in Vietnam called the blind massage parlor.
It's a common job for blind people.
Okay. Where it's a blind massage parlor. You go in, and by the way, they went once, had a wonderful experience. They go back again. And if there's one thing you can't do at a blind massage parlor, Josh, it would be to try to customize the experience, right?
Sure.
Because they're blind.
Sure.
So they're doing an amazing job. They know exactly what they're doing. But if you're going to ask for something custom, they're going to have trouble because, Josh,
can I get hot?
They're blind.
Can I get hot stone? Sure. 1 second.
Because they're blind. Because they're blind.
Ow!
And don't speak English. So my mom walks in. She's like, feet only. And the woman's like, no. And like pushes her on the table. My mom, because she can't, my mom's like, feet only.
Right.
My mom swears that this woman with one hand ripped off her shirt. My mom screamed, "Feet only!" This woman then with one index finger snapped off her bra. It fell to the floor.
Hot.
Pushed her face down and gave her the best massage of her life. But what my mom told me this story as if she was assaulted. I have to say, Mom, you went into a blind masseuse and asked for something custom. They do one thing great, a full body massage. That's it. No feet only. Massage. That's it. And yeah, so the blind masseuse.
Benjamin, the masseuse might be blind, but her hands had 20/20. First of all, your mom walking into a glass door, it's funny, she's getting to that age where it's like, you don't know whether they've been battered or they're just older. Like sadly, God forbid, but it just happens with all our parents. They're going to start to accrue weird injuries.
Yeah, I mean, this is about the weirdest injury I've seen. Like when she FaceTimed me, I was like, holy shit. Like she really fucking rocked her head and her eye was super black and blue. And if I didn't know my dad really well, I'd think somebody punched her in the face.
Whoa. I bet.
Like, I know. It was really, really bad. But she's fine. She's all good. Look, if there's one thing about my mom, she's going to wake up the next day like it never happened and live her life. And boy, did they live it. They lived it up. I forget the name of the tour group. Exotica Tours.
What the hell?
My God, did they take care of them?
That sounds like it's next to the 405 and they've got... And they're open till 2 a.m. if you want a champagne dance.
By the way, they might. I don't know. Exotica Tours.
There's a funny comedy bit about, like, I love how they call these places gentlemen's clubs.
Yeah.
Because they haven't seen a gentleman in quite some time.
Yes.
And they're like, and then they'll get mad at the guys and like sometimes for, being inappropriate, because who are the guys who frequent gentlemen's clubs or strip clubs? And I think the bit was something to the effect of like, yeah, because you opened up a place where I can pay $1 to see you naked.
Yeah.
I'm sorry you didn't go to college and you'll do this for 20 nickels. Yeah. Like, that's crazy, right? That's a crazy bit.
The whole thing is crazy. The idea that the clientele that you are attracting, you're surprised when they're unruly, is hysterical.
They're just, men are scum, clearly. And I feel terrible that people have to be, to deal with these morons. But unfortunately, these places are asking for idiots to enter.
Now, I know that it's probably less common, but I would like to know what the ladies are like, okay, at the downtown Louisiana Magic Mike. Okay?
Ooh, yes,
I know
exactly
men
right.
are scum, sure, whatever. That's just because our culture has made it a man's game. But I'm sure that there are plenty of women going in, pointing at ding-dongs, laughing, getting all, right?
Yeah, getting
yelling.
randy and turned on. A couple white wine moms who are real estate agents on the side, but they never get a sale. They rarely get a sale.
They've never sold anything, but they have their business card. And let me tell you, they're mean in that establishment. I just know it.
Having a real estate license is like saying I took a workshop on coaching. I'm a life coach. No, hun. You took a 3-hour class at a Ramada, okay?
Yeah. It's not what you think it is.
So us being just a podcast that is so topical, it's so in the now, right now there's a major trial that has taken over the world. It's taken over social media. Lindsay Clancy is standing trial right now, and everyone's been seeing it nonstop. But we have the great Limor, the great Lawyer Limor at Lawyer Limor. She is our legal resident counsel. We love her dearly. She's jumping on the pod right now. And we're going to, because, we could be two buffoons talking this Lindsay Clancy case. And who cares? It's just two more yentas in the zeitgeist. We need an expert.
This episode of the Good Guys podcast is brought to you by our friends at Lola Blankets, folks. It's 7 o'clock. You've just put down your beautiful baby. The night is yours. And then you realize you are freaking exhausted. You take a shower, you hop into bed, you watch 2 episodes of a TV show, and you're out like a light at 8:30. If that's not me, I don't know what is. And let me tell you, it's actually been amazing. Going to sleep early, waking up. I haven't set an alarm. My baby's my alarm. I haven't set an alarm, seriously, in almost 2 years. Not setting an alarm, do you understand what that does to a person? That plus having the right things in the bedroom. I'm talking blankets, folks. And Lola is the world's #1 blanket, crafted with ultra soft, ultra faux fur, and a signature 4-way stretch that sets it apart. I love a 4-way stretch. It's machine washable, double hemmed for durability, and stays flawless, which means no pilling, no shedding, even after repeated washes. And folks, one Lola instantly elevates your space. We're talking function and fashion. It's unbelievably soft, beautifully designed, and makes your home feel cozy and curated. And they also have weighted blankets. They have matching pillows. They have a best-selling pet collection. You got to check all of it out at lolablankets.com. And for a limited time, our listeners can get 40% off select Lola blanket products with code GOODGUYS at checkout. Just head to Lola, L-O-L-A, blankets, blankets.com and use code GOODGUYS to get 40% off your order. After you purchase, they'll ask where you heard about them. Please support our show and let them know we sent you. Wrap yourself in luxury with Lola blankets. This episode of the Good Guys podcast is brought to you by Arya. Are you ready, folks? When was the last time you spiced things up in the bedroom? If it wasn't last night, you got a problem. Your wife needs you. She wants a hug. She wants a cuddle. She wants a smooch. Go to her. Tell her, okay? Tell her you love her. Tell her you love her. Oh, I forgot that this is an ad read. Arya is here to turn up the heat in your bedroom. Arya is an intimacy membership for couples, bringing your spark back with a personal intimacy concierge and curated products delivered each month. You start off with a short quiz to find your erotic persona, and each month, Arya sends you a new scene, a curated sexy experience designed around the two of you. You'll get a premium box of intimate products handpicked for you by sexologists. Ooh, that's naughty. So that next Thursday night looks nothing like last Thursday night with your partner. You'll get ideas, guidance, and even personal intimacy concierge that each of you can message privately. So you can get ideas and ask absolutely anything without the awkwardness or judgment. And people are loving it. 9 out of 10 Arya couples feel more connected and passionate within 4 months. Folks, right now, Arya is offering our listeners $10 off your first month at getarya.com/goodguys. That's getarya, ARYA.com/goodguys. This offer is for our podcast listeners only, so please use our link to get this discount. That is getarya with a Y, getarya.com/goodguys for $10 off your first month. That's getarya.com/goodguys. This episode of the Good Guys podcast is brought to you by our friends at Row. Folks, you know we love Row here at the Good Guys podcast for a couple of reasons. First, we are pro GLP-1 and we are proud of it. We've lost weight on it. It's been the right thing for us. We've microdosed it. We've macrodosed it. We've done everything. Okay? And let me tell you, there has been no better experience than with Row. You're going to go to row.co. You're going to see if you qualify. First of all, for insurance, they have a free insurance checker. Once you're in, insurance or not, they still have the best deals possible. They are going to send it to you. It's coming straight to your door in cute, beautiful packaging. You are going to use it, and then they are going to remind you. There are so many of these services that I've used in the past where you run out of it, and they make it impossible for you to get another dose. It's like, hi, I'm in a routine. This is supposed to come monthly. Row reminds you before you can even think about it. Then they send it to you on time every month. It's fantastic, and it's the real deal. And I'm telling you, folks, Row is the absolute best place to do it. They are the best. Use their insurance checker. Use their site. Use their everything. They're fantastic. And again, all of these GLP-1 medications are 100% FDA approved and at the lowest cost available to you. So, folks, go to row.co/goodguys. That's ro.co/goodguys to see if you qualify. row.co/goodguys to get started on Row. Disclaimer, for side effects of GLP-1 medications, including boxed warning, go to row.co/safety. That's ro.co/safety. We need an expert, and we also need, look, Limor, you're here because this is a very sensitive case, okay? This is not, before we even, first of all, it's so great to see you. I miss you. You look fantastic.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Good to see you guys.
Thank you for joining us. But before we jump in, I just want to say, as I am very up on this case, okay? So don't let anybody tell you that I don't know things. I know this case. And let me tell you, as being up on this case, this is a very sensitive case. I don't know where we're going to take this conversation. All I have to say is it is an awful tragedy that the more I hear about, learn about, see, I get very emotional over, and I'm gutted. It's like the worst thing I've ever heard. So I just wanted to say that we're insensitive people because we talk in jest, but we're going to have a serious conversation, I would assume, and we're going to try and handle it with dignity. Is that good, Josh? Is that a good disclaimer?
I think so. Limor, let's ask our counsel, Limor.
Limor?
That was beautiful because really, I think part of the conversation is some people are kind of framing it as, okay, was she depressed? All women are depressed after they have kids, maybe to the point where they kill their kids, right? Or here's a guy who just was so overwhelmed with this family and he had a mistress and he wanted to get rid of the family, right? They're really reducing it to these issues that are kind of irrelevant to the whole case, to be honest.
Right.
Yeah. Can you give us like the nuts and bolts on the case? I know it, but just like the nuts and bolts on the case. I want to be clear. I know it, Josh. Okay.
I was going to comment on that. You know it. Okay. So correct me. Okay.
I know it.
He's
but
not
for those
being
that
honest.
don't know it.
He's not being honest anymore. I know it because I am King Yenta.
I know it too. I learned about it later than you, but I am knowledgeable. I know it, those three beautiful children. Okay, Limor, please.
Right. So it's a case where we have a postpartum mother. She had a 5-year-old, 3-year-old, 8-month-old, and she's being accused of first-degree murder, 3 counts of first-degree murder. And it's taking place in Massachusetts. So her plea, so we all know she killed the children because she admits to killing the children. Okay. And even so, her plea is still not guilty. And we all understand it to be not guilty by reason of insanity. In Massachusetts, it's really called not guilty by lack of, hang on. Ben knows. Do you know, Ben?
No, I don't know. I don't know the exact legal
But
terminology
you're right.
in the state of Massachusetts.
I heard something to the effect of Massachusetts has 2 different things. And it's one thing is that you didn't, it's to be legally or you can't be legally insane is the insanity plea, but then there's also you committed it not understanding
what you were doing. What's
right.
the criminal? Oh, lack of criminal responsibility.
Yes.
Okay, that's what it is. And in this case, they're really basing it on postpartum psychosis, which is much more severe than really what most people know about the postpartum mental health journey. The defense is saying, listen, she heard a voice. She heard a voice in her head. She had this hallucination command. A man was telling her, kill the children, kill yourself, kill the children, kill yourself. And that's what led to this. The prosecution is saying, no, we have all of her medical records. That's not true. Sure, she was depressed. Sure, she was prescribed 13 different medications for this depression, right? But you can be depressed and still know what you're doing, right? The defense is saying, well, she was researching hallucinations. She was researching suicidal ideation before this. She didn't know what was going on, even though she met with all those health professionals. They also didn't know what was going on, right? We've all heard of being misdiagnosed. And really in the realm of postpartum health, there's a lot of talk about how women do not get the help they need because no one takes them seriously, right? So the prosecution is saying they took her very seriously. Look how many different things they medicated her with, right? And her side is saying, no, they were getting it wrong. They got it wrong. She didn't want to tell at certain points the medical professionals really what was going on because she didn't want her children taken away from her.
Sure.
But she was telling family members like, listen, I cannot be alone with the kids. Like something is going on with me. Like, I don't know what it is, but something is going on with me. And we know all of these things because we had The prosecution just rested their side with 70 witnesses saying that she was okay, even though she was seeing all these doctors, she was taking all these medications, she was fine. That day was a regular day. Her husband says it was a regular day. She always was just regular old Lindsay, right? And this happened, and it was just, I don't know what happened, but she was always regular Lindsay. That day was very regular, right? And now we're to her side, and one of the witnesses is actually Patrick, so the ex-husband's mother, right? And she's also saying everything, she would tell us, don't leave the children alone. I can't be with them alone, right? So it's a very tragic family situation. And no matter what, we know this woman killed the children. We know that. She admits to it. But did she have the legal capacity that is required to convict her criminally for this? Or do we say, okay, she killed the children. She didn't have the capacity to know what she was doing and that it was wrong. So instead of putting her behind bars, let's commit her.
Because I think people will immediately push back on you saying, even though you're saying it completely correctly, that we know that she admitted to this act and that her husband is not on trial for it. And yes, I know that there are a bunch of armchair geniuses who have cracked the code on this case. But I think what we can all agree on is that if there was evidence to support that, they would be going after him. And also the husband could be a narcissist. He could have moved on and gotten a girlfriend beyond too early and gone on vacation beyond too early, but it doesn't implicate him in this because, one day, like, this is going to be a case that, falls into the recedes into the past. And if this guy didn't do anything, that is a horrible thing to walk around with people looking at you, having this suspicion, right?
Right, 100%. And you know what it is? The case would be kind of boring if that part of it didn't exist. We wouldn't be really talking about it. Even on this podcast now, Ben would not know this entire case from front to back, right? It wasn't so sensationalized, because really, what is it? Someone killed their kids. God forgive me, but that happens a lot. It happens a lot.
It does?
Wow.
It happens a lot.
And
people kill their kids. They kill other people. It happens a lot.
And there's a lot of, and there are many cases of postpartum psychosis, because to your point, we don't have the systems in place to properly treat it and care for people when they're clearly, crying out for help.
Right.
And so, as you said, there's 70 witnesses, right? But then coming in, and granted, and this is as someone who I've, sought, psychologist help in the past. I've taken antidepressants, and a lot of people can unfortunately answer shop when it comes to medicine, right? So they can go to different doctors who aren't corroborating their treatment. And one could be prescribing one thing, another could be prescribing another. And unfortunately, like, things fall through the cracks. Because when you hear this story and you hear that she was on all of this medication in a pretty short span, it's with psychological medications. I mean, there are so many risks. There are so many things that can come up. There's a runway of, most of the time, 4 weeks, 8 weeks, 12 weeks for onset of things. And they say during that time, you can have some crazy thoughts. And it seems like that is a huge part of this case.
Do we know what her husband wants? Like, does her husband want her committed, or does her husband want her in jail?
I don't know.
I just, I don't know what the right answer is here, but hearing you say, and I guess it just doesn't come across my desk a lot, like hearing you say that people kill their children a lot. When I read this story, I don't often hear of people, especially in this way, like strangling their 8-month-old to, what was it, 14 or 8 months, 3 years old, 5 years old, whatever it is.
Yeah.
It's obvious that she had a psychotic break, but it's also obvious that she's a murderer. So I really don't like, if you murder your children, you're a murderer. I don't really care why or how. I feel terrible for you if you had voices in your head telling you to do it. I feel terrible for you if you had a psychotic break, and I feel terrible for you if you were if you were prescribed drugs that had an adverse effect, and if this is a regular day and somehow, some way, your cocktail collection, your pill cocktail, your postpartum, it's horrible that all of that happened. But it doesn't change the fact that an 8-month-old, a 3-year-old, and a 5-year-old were strangled to death. So I don't know if there's I don't know what the answer is. I can just tell you that from my side, and it's probably the side of every parent, it's inconceivable. And it's like, what it caught me not as something that routinely happens. It caught me as one of the worst stories I've ever read. And as a result, unless her husband comes out and says, I don't want her in prison, I lived with her, I think she's crazy and she should be committed, I'd love to hear from him. But to me, when I hear this, there are 3 dead children and somebody needs to be in prison.
Well, he did testify. He was a prosecution witness. What does he want? I don't know. But he did say that it was a regular day. She told me, go out and get my, go to CVS, get my pills, and can you grab dinner? And according to him, she checked up on him while he was out. So she was still normal Lindsay. He came back. She had thrown herself out the window with, she had cut her wrists. She told him the kids are in the basement. She strangled the kids. So his testimony sounds like she had a psychotic break. And you say it's obvious she murdered them. Well, it's only obvious because she says, I murdered them. We know they're dead. She admits that she did it. Okay. Yeah. And it's obvious that she had a psychotic break. You only get there if you think that she really did do it. She's not covering up for her husband, right? And that she was a great mother the entire time. And the only way a great mother would ever do this is if they have a psychotic break. So that's really what the two sides are arguing. Did she have a psychotic break so much so that she should not be held criminally responsible for this?
But how can you be a great mother and strangle your 3 children?
Right. So was she a great mother?
No, I'm saying, put that aside.
I agree with you. I agree with you.
I'm just saying, yeah. I'm just saying, like, you can be a perfect mother.
3 Jews. It's just 3 Jews.
You're gonna have a perfect mother. You can be the perfect mother. You had a bad day. That bad day will haunt you for the rest of your life. I'm sorry. There's an equivalent of this in almost everything, from the smallest things about what you do and do not do on a daily basis, regardless of if it was you. But if you know what I mean? Like, I know exactly what you mean. And when we have these conversations, you're always the perfect juror, because from the beginning, you always take a side. I've always noticed that with you, right? You always take a side, and your side, your side.
I don't know if it's a compliment.
Nuance is just not his thing.
No, murder is murder.
Listen, yes. And I think Lindsay Clancy would agree with you. She agrees with you. She hears the testimony, she's crying. She watches these videos of them having regular days, like everyone says, and she's crying, right? She feels guilty for what she did. The problem is, now we're at a point where what happens to her, and I think from what I'm hearing you say, is she should be in jail. She should be held criminally responsible. She should not be committed. Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying that she's a murderer. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if she had a psychotic break. I understand all of that. I'm just saying that there are 3 dead children, and it would be a real shame if 3 children needed to die because somebody had an episode and that there was no ramifications for it. There are 3 dead children. There's a husband alive with 3 dead children. There's grandparents and family alive where they're all gone and brutally gone. Not like I've been giving them something in their tea, strangled to death. And so to do nothing about it is, I just don't think that's right.
Just to play devil's advocate, like insanity plea exists, right? Like there is case law, there is precedents that obviously they're going to pull from. I'm sure hundreds, if not thousands of cases where a jury and legal experts have decided that it was appropriate. So if it does, if that exists, and obviously the brutality, no one is undermining how this is the worst thing that could ever happen to someone. But I think people are trying to hold on to this idea of like, are you responsible if your mind is not yours and you've completely lost it and you were crying out for help and a system failed you?
Right. And it's very interesting because the jury,
system didn't fail them. The system failed her kids. They're dead.
The system failed her because if she was any kind of mother, and as you're saying, she would never kill her children, and she winds up being the murderer of her 3 children, the system failed her.
Didn't you say, I just want to get it right, that she had said to somebody that she didn't want her 3 kids taken from her, which is why she didn't you say something like that earlier?
Yes. So speaking to mental health professionals, she had not completely disclosed the severity of certain mental health struggles that she was having at certain points because she didn't want her kids taken away from her. Yeah, that's part of it. But that's still a system where, why do we have to be scared to disclose these things? Because you might take our children away. That's the first thing you're going to do instead of medicating us or figuring something else out. Why is that fear instilled in people when they're speaking to their mental health professionals?
Sure, I understand that.
Well, I think
on the flip side, if her kids were taken from her, they'd be alive.
I think she would agree with everything you're saying, to be honest with you.
No, I'm just like,
you would agree. And listen,
it's a horrible case.
It's a horrible case. There's going to be accountability. She's either going to be criminally responsible or not and be committed. She's not going to be set free. We know that. She's not going to be set free.
And isn't it that I heard something to the effect of like, they can hold you as long as what would have been the sentence if you were put in prison. So she could be in an institution for life.
Right. And it's very interesting because the makeup of the jury is 12 women, 6 men. And in Massachusetts, you don't know if you're an alternate or not until everything is done. So as an attorney, I'm sitting there like, put some more women on the jury because certain things about, the postpartum psychosis, right? And the role of a mother, the role of a father. But I didn't watch the jury selection. I know nothing about it other than just the makeup as what I said. But I wonder how many are parents? How many children do they have? How young are their children, right? These all go into your thoughts and, you're making a really big decision. So I'm really interested to see how they're going to decide.
So why is the great Kevin Shreddington, as they're calling him, her defense attorney, Kevin Reddington? I mean, as we all know, we love to revere these incredibly capable defense attorneys like we saw in the Karen Reed case. But I mean, like, for instance, of the 70 witnesses, they brought up one of the EMTs who testified to something to the effect of when he showed up on the scene with him and his partner, that her wounds weren't as severe as sort of were being portrayed during the trial. And then Shreddington was like, well, her wounds were bandaged by your partner while you were still getting things out of the truck. So did you really see it with your eyes? And he was like, well, yeah, my partner had already bandaged it. And they were like, out. And people were like, Shreddington. You know what I mean? So Limor, how do you feel about one of your colleagues? How's he doing?
Oh, wonderful. I think everyone hates the prosecution. Every video that I've seen every video that I've seen online, even when I think maybe the prosecution's making a good point, 70 witnesses, they have at least one good point. All the comments are, what are you doing? You're hurting this family even more. That question didn't make sense. You're leading them and I don't even think they're listening to the substance, but I'll tell you something, 70 witnesses to build your case. when she's already admitted that she did murder them. We just have to figure out this psychosis issue, which is a big, big, big issue that a lot of people don't understand. We do need probably 70 witnesses, but it's one of those where you're sitting there like, what are you trying to do? Like,
Right.
let's just get to the meat of it, you know? And people get bored. Jurors get bored. We're sitting here. Most likely, most people are not watching the entire trial, but you're seeing clips, right? And they're edited and they're fun. And I had not heard Kevin Shreddington. I had not heard that. It's amazing, right? And it's fun for us. But as jurors, they're sitting there and 70 witnesses yawn. What are they listening to? An I'm sorry, God forgive me, an EMT's testimony. If I were a juror, I don't think I care what you're going to say. Give me the doctors that were, you know, speaking to her before and after. I think right now, the doctor she saw who examined her after the murders is still giving testimony. So that's very interesting, right? And that's a defense witness.
Right.
Wow.
I get it. I mean, it's
heavy.
Awful. It's heavy. The prosecution has rest, so now it's the defense's turn, and so in theory, right, if that goes another week or two, then they're, you know, the jury, they're deliberating by sometime in September.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Wow. And how do we feel like this judge is doing? We got another Judge Ito on our hands, or what? Is this guy keeping the referee?
You know what? I had no feelings about the judge. Are people saying any crazy things?
No, I think he's pretty capable.
I'm laughing because Josh is just he fucking knows his stuff.
Yeah, you guys know your stuff in two different ways. You guys know the same stuff, but it's not the same stuff. And it's great.
Josh knows his stuff. Josh texted me 2 days ago. He's like, Limor's coming on, watch some TikToks. And I went
I should have watched the TikTok.
I went and I got educated, but man, Josh knows this inside and out. We should be asking you, Josh, what do you think of the judge? What do you think of the judge?
Well, I think as far as jurisprudence goes, no, I don't know. I think this judge is fine. I think he has a cutie Boston accent. I like all these Boston people. I think it is a tragedy. I think, Ben, you know, a lot of people agree with you. And I have no feel. Yeah. I really, because I know the case fairly well, I don't know what to feel. I'm like I'm interested to see what the defense brings up.
And I want to be clear, it's not even, I'm just stating the facts. I'm just stating the fact that regardless of why you did something, when 3 children are strangled to death, somebody needs to be held accountable. I 100% advocate for especially something like a psychotic break, if not for her, for others, to be able to learn about her, what the fuck happened. Right? Like, it would be great if there was something in the middle where she could be incarcerated forever because she strangled her 3 babies. But if they could still learn about her and help her in the process to get well so that we can prevent these things. I don't ever think that it is helpful to put somebody away like this and not learn why they did this. So I want to be clear on that. Like, it's helpful for the next case, for the next family woman goes in with this to prevent more murders. But all that I was trying to say is that just in case, I don't like, you said precedent, Josh. I also would like there not to be precedent that you can lead a normal life, be on antidepressants, be postpartum, murder your children one day and say that you heard voices. Because that also could be something, right? Like, couldn't you have precedent in the other direction now where nobody's going to end up going to jail? They're just going to go into mental health institutions.
Well, you have
plan murders. And
that's basically a jail.
But
it's
Limor,
not fun.
I'll say, but that's exactly why we have the justice system, Ben, is to stop people who are faking that and to protect people who are being truly honest.
Can you guys hear this background noise? I'm so sorry.
No, we can't at all. No,
okay.
Can't hear it at all.
What's going on back there, huh?
I don't even know.
So
tell the baristas to keep quiet.
Limor, give us, where should people follow you? And will you come on next month so we could talk about Luigi?
Yes, let's talk about Luigi. Yes, you can find me at Lawyer Limor on all platforms.
Limor.
Wow, that's nice that you have that. I have boy with no job _ on TikTok. Limor, it's been wonderful.
We
You
love
guys
you.
are the best.
Just a treat.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Ooh, Josh, heavy.
So heavy. Oh, boy.
This episode of the Good Guys podcast is brought to you by our friends at Branch Basics. Folks, back to school season has a way of resetting everything, doesn't it? New routines, new schedules. Your summer is over. Get over it. And folks, a renewed focus on what we're bringing into our homes every day. And if you're someone who pays attention to what you eat, of course we are. What goes on your skin? Of course we are. And what you're exposed to in your environment? Of course we are. We're thoughtful. You might want to start looking at your cleaning products too. Folks, that's where Branch Basics comes in. Branch Basics is disrupting the cleaning space in a few really intentional ways. They fully disclose all ingredients on their packaging, which is something most conventional cleaning brands still don't do, in a clear, accessible way. Everything is fragrance-free and made with human-safe ingredients designed for everyday use across your home. It was created by 3 women, moms themselves, who wanted something they could actually trust in their own homes, around their families, and their line of surface cleaners is built around one powerful plant and mineral-based concentrate. And here's the good news. Branch Basics is now available everywhere you shop. We're talking at Target, Target.com, Amazon, and of course, BranchBasics.com. And for anyone grabbing the premium starter kit, you can save 15% off at BranchBasics.com with our code GOODGUYS. Just use code GOODGUYS at checkout for 15% off the premium starter kit. And after you purchase, when they ask where you heard about them, please make sure to mention our show. That is BranchBasics.com, code GOODGUYS.
This episode is brought to you by Starbucks.
Josh, I know I say this all the time. I'm fair weather Sally. I know. And by the way, I just made that up, fair weather Sally.
I like
but
that.
This, Josh, this is the drink of the summer. It's my new favorite drink. It's the blended pink energy drink from Starbucks. And let me tell you, it is refreshing. It is creamy. It is delicious. It's everything you need.
It's so funny you bring up the Starbucks blended pink energy drink, what I'm enjoying right now. Watch for the sip.
Oh.
Is this ASMR? Did you hear the after? I didn't put that on at all. And I've gone to 15 years of acting class. You'd think I'd be further in my career. I digress. But this is so fruity. It's so refreshing. And you know what else is great? It's got a little boost of energy for on-the-go dads like us. Or if you're just on the go.
We could always use a little boost of energy. And let me tell you, with flavors of sweet strawberry and acai, I like my pronunciation of that. None of that acai crap. Acai are blended with real pieces of strawberry, coconut milk, and ice. Josh, even your vegan wife can enjoy this.
I love everything about this. And it's giving summer. I feel like I'm not in a podcast studio right now. I feel like I'm at a pool. I just put in an order. You ready for the order? I ordered a Caesar salad with grilled shrimp and a side of fries because I deserve it.
Oh my God. And don't forget your blended pink energy drink from Starbucks, folks. If you're looking to switch up your order, this blended pink energy drink is it. I'm telling you, you won't regret it. It's a 10 out of 10.
Order it on the app. The Starbucks blended pink energy drink. It's the drink of the summer.
This episode of the Good Guys podcast is brought to you by our friends at Gooder. Folks, let me tell you a quick story about Gooder, okay? I went to my brother-in-law who has so many pairs of sunglasses. All I do is lose my sunglasses, okay? All I do is buy that expensive pair and lose them. And I said, do you have a pair of sunglasses I can borrow? And he gave me a pair. And let me tell you, they're probably my favorite pair. I still have them. I haven't lost them because I love them. And I went to him and I was like, what brand is this? And he said, Gooder. Swear to God, before we started doing ad reads, I've worn Gooder and they are great. We're talking no slip, no bounce, okay? All polarized lenses, all fun, bold colors, wild themes, irreverent names. There are a million of them. I have just like a classic, it's like a camel color. It's really chic. You like that? Really, really chic. It's fantastic. I love them. And let me tell you, you absolutely cannot beat the price. Oh my God. They are so fashionable. They are so durable, yet they are so affordable. Goodr is the brand. Goodr, Goodr. And again, super easy. You can buy them online. So versatile. You can get a pair for every occasion. So fashionable, yet so unbelievably affordable. I'm telling you, folks, if you're ready to upgrade your eyewear to something functional, fashionable, fun, and affordable, you need to head to goodr.com/goodguys. That's GOODR.com/goodguys to claim $10 off your first order. That's Goodr, GOODR.com/goodguys. I don't really there's no proper way to transition. But if you want to do some more on mail.
Yeah, I think it's probably.
I really.
Right now, YouTube has taken our channel out back and put it out of its misery. I think we've set up every.
Oh my God. Well, I pulled one. I'm not gonna do first postpartum date night fail. Ooh, I'm steering clear. Okay. Some bitch called my baby fat. How about that, Josh?
Oh, okay. I can identify with this.
Hey, Josh and Ben, this weekend we were on a beautiful family vacation up in Lake George, New York. Where the hell is that? Shortly after checking into the resort, my husband and I sat for a lunch at the restaurant on site with our 9-month-old daughter and my mother-in-law. Our daughter is undeniably well-nourished, but in a healthy, adorable, chunky baby way. Seated next to us was a Goyish family. Very unattractive parents and their teenage kids. My husband happened to look over and saw the chinless wife mouth to her husband, "That baby is so fat," while staring at our daughter. "What are you, nuts?" He kept eavesdropping and heard her say to her kids too, "No, you guys, we're perfect," as if they had inquired about their weight as babies. My husband then turned to tell me about what he had witnessed and asked me if he could say something. In the moment, I was a bit shocked, so I asked him not to confront. What would you do in this situation? Was I wrong for stopping him? By the way, everyone else all weekend stopped us to say how cute our kid was, so fuck that bitch.
100%.
That was, I just have to say, hysterical.
Amazingly written.
Chinless. Okay. I can go first. I know. Look, you can't call babies fat. That's it. It's it's terrible. And it hurts as the parent. You can't see because you're so deeply in love. You're going to hate this because I'm going to relate it to my dog. I had no clue how fat Theo was before he died. I thought he was slim, looked good. I look back at pictures. I'm like, my God, what the fuck were we feeding you? He was morbidly obese. I had no idea. So when somebody would come to me and say, "Oh my God, your dog needs to go on a diet," I'm like, "Your fucking mother's a whore. Stop it." Okay. So I would have said it would be the same thing. If somebody called my sweet Reuben fat, I would beat their ass. They'd be dead. So,
but
what do you think?
I call my kids fat in the privacy without them hearing it to my wife.
Yeah, by the way, that
you don't say that about, not that you would say it about Ruby, but you just go, "Oh, it's so fat. I just want to kiss her, all those little folds and when you have a baby."
I'll say chunky.
Chunky
is my word.
Okay.
Chunky. It technically means the same thing. I think just like if this chinless Goyish woman was saying, "Oh, he's so fat," that's terrible. If she was saying, "Oh, he's so chunky, cutie," or even saying, "Oh, he's so fat, cutie," or saying, "Ooh, mas gordo, cutie," that's different, okay? Right? Versus I love that she called her chinless. I can't get over it. So good.
Look, if this Anglo-Saxon woman who was sitting at some crappy Lake George inn was staring at you, your first strike was being Jewish openly.
In Lake George. What are you doing there? There's so many wonderful places for us. What are you doing venturing out into the great unknown?
Yeah.
If I've never heard of it, it's no good.
Heard of the Poconos? But again, I say, and I know how I'm saying it about my own kids to my wife, not to them. Let me just make this abundantly clear. I'm not saying this to my kids, but when my wife and I are looking at photos of our beautiful little beautiful baby and we're just like quelling, then I know that I'm just saying it with an abundance of love and reverie for their big cheeks or their like little sweet little folds. So I can believe that someone would say that about someone else's kid too, if they felt that. But you certainly should never say this publicly or to someone's face or comment in any way ever. Don't
Agreed.
ever.
Or negatively. By the way, you can say whatever the fuck you want in your own house. You want to be racist? Do it in your own house.
So true.
Okay? You can actually, free will, you can say anything in your own home. When you're out in public, some decorum. Don't call babies fat. And because I brought it in for no reason, don't be a racist. That's not nice.
People are so broken. Recently, do you know who Neil Sedaka was?
The name kind of sounds familiar.
I love my calendar girl. Yeah, my little he is like one of the great singer-songwriters of the 60s and 70s. Love will keep us together. Think
Sure it will.
of me, babe, whenever. You don't know these songs?
No, I don't know these songs.
You don't know that Captain and Tennille were, Jesus, I'm old. Anyway, so the great Neil Sedaka, Jewish king, brilliant singer-songwriter. So he's having a resurgence. He recently passed, sadly, but he's having a resurgence on TikTok because people are getting hip to how great he is. And his grandson, the great Michael Sedaka, covers some of his grandfather's music, and he is fabulous. And I would say, like, if he wasn't great, I wouldn't bring it up, but he's really good. He can sing, he plays the piano like him.
Okay.
And it's beautiful to see a grandson who's looks like in his late teens, like honoring his grandfather. You're probably wondering, where am I going with this?
I was wondering that.
Okay, so so he was performing one of his grandfather's songs on TikTok, and I go and look at the comments. Let me tell you what this one mishkeit of a woman said, okay? This is one, and for anyone who doesn't know in Yiddish, a mishkeit is just a real ugly face. This is like...
Ugly.
It is just, this woman goes to Neil's grandson, Michael, please open your beautiful eyes and look into the camera to your audience. Your grandfather knew to do this. Your voice has improved. Good luck to you. What's wrong with people?
I love that you read that as if your mom left that comment.
What is wrong with people? Why would you write that?
I don't think older people understand what's happening when you leave comments. They must not think that you can see them. They must not think that others can see them, maybe. I don't think they get it. Or they don't give a shit at all. But it's like, why are you watching to be so mean?
Well,
I know why you brought this up. People need to stop being so mean.
That's like when Barbara Streisand messed up on Instagram and commented on a Melissa McCartney photo where she was recently out and Melissa McCartney looked really good. And Barbara Streisand wrote, Melissa, you look great. Ozempic?
What, you think she was DMing her or something?
Yeah, are you taking Ozempic?
Oh my God.
I love you, Barbara.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
Speaking of, before we get to What Are You Nuts, because this is quite literally the most Jewish podcast in the world.
And I have one more quick moron mail, but yes, continue.
The great Jordan Oken of the Mad Food Podcast. He's my dear friend, a great Jew. And my wife and I were at the great Phil Rosenthal's daughter's birthday at
BH.
Max and Helen's. Her husband is the head chef there or executive chef, I should say. And, you know, they're just, it's the most fabulous, hottest restaurant in town. So we were having her birthday there, and I was there with the great Jordan and his wife. And we're talking, and we were talking about having older parents and how it can be really, you know, hard because you want to give them all the best care, and sometimes they won't let you. And Jordan looks at my wife, Paige, the great Irish Catholic Paige. He goes, Paige, are you familiar with the word Rachmanis? Paige goes, I've heard a lot of Yiddish, but not Rachmanis, Jordan. He goes, We have to have Rahmanis for these people. You have to have Rahmanis. Rahmanis page. And I was like, that is
Oh my God.
so good.
That's so good. What a great word, too.
Beyond.
All right. One more moron mail, and then we'll get to What Are You Nuts, just because I loved seeing it. And Josh, I don't think that we've spoken about it. Excited for your live show in New Jersey? It's real, right? Hey, good guys, my sister Sarah and I are huge fans of the pod. She lives in Bethesda, Maryland. I think that's just a fun fact. I don't think that has anything to do with this. I live in Montclair, New Jersey.
Mm-hmm.
We were discussing that we'd love to see a live show, and I randomly Googled it today. I can't believe no one has talked about how the live show tickets are on sale already. It's not a scam, right? Well, either way, we just bought 4. Haha. Looking forward to it.
Hot.
So yes, Josh and I are doing a live show at the American Dream Mall. We are doing it on December 6th, okay? December 6th in New Jersey, American Dream Mall. That mall's got everything. You can go skiing. I'm pretty sure that they have actually like a lot of kosher food. I think it's like kind of like a religious mall.
Good.
Let me tell you, Josh, it's going to be fantastic. Josh is flying in. I'm going to be there. And yeah, it's a live show. Buy tickets and we'll see you then.
We can't wait. We're going to really, we're about 4 months early, but tickets are on sale. It's going to be amazing. Our first live show in beautiful New Jersey. If you're in the tri-state area, if you're from Toronto, it's an hour flight.
Fly in.
Just
Fly
come.
In. Yeah, Newark is close. If you're a Richie, Teterboro, okay? Get a private plane, put 24 hussies on it, and we'll see you then.
Philly is 90 minutes and a train ride.
That's more reasonable, too. Philly? For sure.
DC, 3.5 hours. Fly into Ronald Reagan Airport or Dulles.
It's nothing. We'd love to see you. We'd love to see you. Josh, our What Are You Nuts moment is our gripes with people, places, and things, both big and tall, whatever, sticking in your craw. You got one?
The other day I was listening to people talking, and this girl, she must have been in her 20s, sitting at a table full of, I don't know, Hollywood douchebags. And she goes, growing up, I always wanted an airsoft gun, which, as we know, it shoots BBs at a pretty high speed. It's a very dangerous thing. Kids shouldn't play with it. She goes, but I actually got something even better, a NERF gun. What are you, nuts? No, it's not. Not at all, hon. Like, not even a little. Like, what are you, nuts?
They're completely different.
Yeah, not cool.
No, not cool. The Nerf gun, you can shoot at your father's ass. Good luck on the other one, okay? He'll be in pain.
Yes, welts.
I have so many What Are You Nutses. I'm going to give you one, Josh. It's just an expression that I think people have become a little bit too comfortable with, especially in the corporate workplace. I'll even say it to you, Josh, and then I'll think to myself, what are you, nuts? Hey, I'll call you back. I'm tied up right now. It's got to stop, okay? It's got to stop. The dramatics, as if you're tied up in the basement awaiting your death. No, okay? No, you just, Suzanne, you're 5 minutes late to a call. I understand you're going to call me back. These expressions, I'm sure we could do an entire episode on all of them.
Yes.
But they're What Are You Nuts? Sorry, I'm tied up right now. What are you nuts?
Take us home, Ben.
We had the great Limor on this podcast. We discussed a case. We laughed. This episode's 5 stars. Otherwise, what are you nuts? Listen to us wherever you get your podcasts, especially on Spotify. Oh my God. This Spotify video, through the roof. It's fantastic. Go there, watch us, listen to us. It's amazing. Also watch us on Josh's YouTube. It's still great. It's fantastic. Mondays and Thursdays. Oh, by the way, we have clips, but we also have graphics. Our graphics are popping off. Okay? We have a great social media presence. So follow us on all accounts, and we will see you next time.
Yeah.